You're watching Fox Sports.
Hello and welcome to our coverage of the Tri-Nations Fox Sports Challenge, where the Australian women's gymnastics team goes up against the might of the Ukraine and Belarus. This is the last major meet for our girls before the all-important Olympic selection trials, and a good chance to gauge our progress against some of the world's best competitors. A highlight to watch out for a little later will be the hometown favourite Alana Slater's performance on the floor, where she debuts her new Olympic routine. But we join the action today with the team from Belarus. And the first to go is Tatiana Yarganova.
Yarganova starting with the double front, but unfortunately it's too short, and that's going to incur the 0.5 deduction, plus she's going to miss out on the bonus point for that particular element. Triple twist, and once again not controlling the landing. The first two lines incurring major deductions.
Finished 12th at last year's World Championships.
It's essential that she lands on her feet for this last line. Double pike, she does it well. Unfortunately, however, it's a little bit too late for her.
Not the ideal start for Yarganova or the Belarus team.
Here's that final tumbling line. They must finish with a D element. Elements being rated A, B, C, D and E for difficulty.
And her score very disappointing, 7.45. And the first of the Aussies, Alexandra Croak.
In the team competition today, the girls are required 2 different vaults. Alex starting with Urashenko, half turn on. So half turn off, lay out front. Good position on the horse, nice timing. One large step, of course, on the landing. Let's have a look from this angle for direction, which is most important. She's perfectly in line with the horse, so no deductions in that area.
Alex preparing now for her second vault. Of course, the total score is the average of the 2 vaults the girls perform, so another strong performance needed here.
And this time Alex does Urashenko with full twist, so the start value of that is 9.5. Reasonably good contact with the horse. Bit low on the landing.
9.258 for the Australians to kick off their campaign. Now the first of the Ukrainian competitors, Alina Truk.
Ukraine is particularly strong on this apparatus. They're known for their very good leg extension, good body line. And there's a combination there through to a piked Jaeger, handstand half, right in handstand. Now swinging through to eagle grip giant with half turn straight into Ginga, so very confident work here. Handstand down to the low bar. And full in, back out, dismount, ever so slightly hopping sideways on the landing.
A very strong routine. The Ukrainian team are ranked 4th in the world. They were just outside the medals at World Championships last year.
And there's the full in, back out. About a 1/10 deduction there on the landing.
So a great start for the team from Ukraine, a 9.5. Back up across on the floor now, and for Belarus, Marina Zolzitskaya, the pressure on a little bit here after such a disappointing opening routine from Yaganova.
Of course, each country is allowed to drop the lowest score out of their 5 nominated gymnasts for the team event. So you would hope that Yaganova's 7.45 is going to be dropped. Oh, and what a beautiful Arabian double front to open. It's a very hard skill to spot on the landing, and particularly difficult to judge how much rotation is needed for that one. Two and a half twist punch front, goes out of the floor area, and that's going to be a 10th there, and probably maybe 1.5 tenths for that connection, the mistake on it. She's going to lose her bonus. Of course, the building of the bonus points is most important for the girls. Most of the leaps and jumps you'll see will be in combination or turns. The gymnasts are trying to link elements together, which will give them bonus points of 1 or 2 tenths, depending on the difficulty of the linked elements. Change leg ring leap, change leg tour jeté ring. There's a bonus in that connection. Double pike, lands it well enough.
Well, that's a big improvement. So things starting to look up here for the team from Belarus.
Don't forget to keep that encouragement going during the routines, ladies and gentlemen.
So here's that 2.5 punch front, legs crossed during the twist itself, the knees slightly apart. I think she will lose the bonus on that connection. Anything over 0.15 and no bonus. Double pike at the end. Controlled well enough to get the bonus for that. It's a D element and a 0.1 bonus at the end.
And the score for Zolzitskaya, 8.575.
Now moving on to vault.
On the vault,
from Australia,
second Australian, Brooke Walker.
And Walker opening with a handspring front in pike position, although you'll see on the replay she does tuck very, very early for her landing.
Each gymnast has to perform 2
And she'll get quite a lot of deduction for that particular mistake.
So it's 2 different vaults.
Hands quite a bit at the front of the vault, and she's actually landing very, very close to the vault. Especially she's a little bit taller than some of the others, so she'll get deducted for that as well. The second vault should be a lot stronger. She's going to go for a handspring front in layout position with a half turn. And much better vault for her second one, although still rather close to the horse. Just technically coming on a little bit short onto the front of the vault. See, the hand placement's quite down the front of the horse, and her rotation's coming over the top of the horse, sideways on the landing.
The vault is the one area where the Australian team tends to struggle a little. 9.299 for Brooke Walker there.
Did you know what you were doing?
Back across on the uneven bars. Olga Teslenko.
This is one of Teslenko's strongest apparatus. Stalled at half turn to L grip position and straight into a Jaeger. Lovely combination. Back to L grip with a half turn this time and into the Ginger. Straight into an overshoot to the low bar. Nice composition through this routine. Toe on, toe off to handstand. Oh, she just can't make it. Swinging, trying to save that and casting up very, very low before her last part here. L grip into double front, but she's going to lose a lot for that last part of the routine. Really quite a mess up for her.
Well, that's a real shame because it started so well, and the Ukrainian team only have 4 competitors here, so really no margin for error.
So she goes toe on, toe off to handstand, comes out early, big arch, and instead of just falling off the bar, she goes swing with a half turn, bit messy, casting up low, and salvages it with a nice dismount. About 2/10 deduction on that.
And the disappointment evident on her face. Teslenko a 9.175.
And now back to floor from Belarus. We have
Ina Poklonskaya is the next to go on floor. She has a world ranking of 30.
Whip, 2.5, lands a little bit low. And a full in back out in tuck position for her second line. We don't see that skill very often anymore.
Quite stylish worker here on the floor. One of the more experienced team members, and the maturity coming out here.
Change leg ring leap through to Shushanova with a 3/4 turn. Double pivot through to wolf jump full Shushanova. It's been interesting to see since the international age has been raised to 16, the maturity coming out. It's a refreshing change in the sport. More older athletes competing. I think it's definitely enhanced this apparatus. And finishing with a triple twist, a bit short on the twist itself.
Well, that was a great routine from Poklonskaya.
Here's the combination change ring. Looks like a 3/4 turning Shushanova. And watch the feet on the landing. She's short on the twist, and she may not even be paid for the triple.
Well, maybe not, looking at that score, an 8.575. So still no 9s for the team from Belarus. Zina McLaughlin is the next of the Australians. Commonwealth champion in 1998.
And McLaughlin opening with Ushenko vault, half turn layout front off, start value of 9.6. Hands contacting beautifully on the horse, providing a good block position for her. Some changes in body shape throughout the vault, a little bit piked off the vault. And this time 1.5, well performed. She has had trouble with this in the past 12 months, and she's looking in a lot better form on this apparatus now. 1.5 twist, of course, having a 9.8 starting value. So once a little bit piked and a tuck sort of in the last phases of the vault, but good amplitude.
Well, the national coach, Peggy Liddick, liked it, and it was a good score, a 9.433 for Zena McLaughlin.
And now back to uneven bars from the Ukraine, Olga Roshukina.
So Olga Roshukina, the next to go. Ranked 13th in the world, so one of the best.
She's probably Ukraine's second-ranked gymnast in the all-around category. There's a stalled up, nice hop full through to eagle grip giant. The eagle grip is the hands in reverse. So she's showing very nice bars here. Casting right up to handstand. There are requirements for all the pirouette work cast to be done within 10 degrees of vertical. There's a Kachev. And full in, back out, knees buckling just slightly on the landing.
Nonetheless, it was a lovely routine. She's better known for her work on floor and beam, but a great start here on the bars.
Yeah. Well above the bar height on the dismount, which is a requirement for dismounts, to be up nice and high in the air. See, she gets the whole body up, feet nice and tight together at the end.
And Roshukina picks up a 9.575.
And now on floor, welcome from Belarus, Alana Poliskova.
Alana Poliskova.
Whip 2.5 punch front. That's nice combination. A lot of bonus points in that particular line. And a triple twist, tiny bit short on the twist. She may still get paid for it. Needs to be within 1/4 of the finishing position for that last twist to be paid.
Poliskova is one of their strongest competitors. She's been on the World Cup circuit this year. It's been a busy Olympic year.
Handspring front full, front layout combination. 2 wolf jumps with full turn. The wolf jump's a very popular jump these days. So far, so good. She needs to hold it together in this last line. Be quite handy to post a score in the 9s for her team. Double pike. Oh no, she's over-rotated it. Very disappointing at that last moment.
Well, not an ideal start to this competition for the team from Belarus at all.
So here's the triple twist. She should be paid for that small deduction for the incomplete nature of that twist. And the double pike, she just keeps in the pike for too long, snaps her feet underneath her too hard and has no real support when she lands.
Well, they were really relying on her for a good score. She looks very disappointed, an 8.775 for Poliskova.
And now on vault from Australia,
Lisa Skinner.
Lisa Skinner.
From Australia, who's next to go on vault. She's been having a terrific year, a winner in Canada just a few weeks ago.
And Lisa opening with just a layout. This particular vault only has a start value of 9.3. Reasonably good contact. Nice body position. Nothing much wrong with it, just the start value limiting her potential scoring on that vault. And second vault, half turn front layout, and the start value for that being a 9.6. Lisa always has good body line, nice positions, straight hips throughout, and a reasonably well-controlled landing.
Well, the encouraging thing so far for the Aussies is that they've been pretty consistent here on the vault. 9.241 for Lisa. No major errors, though.
And now underneath the bars from Ukraine, Alona Kwasha.
Alona Kwasha of the Ukraine on the bars.
Kwasha's a newcomer, relative newcomer to this team, but her work is very exciting. It's a clear hip circle into L grip, giant, and a Jaeger salto. Giant half turn. Once again, L grip. The Ukraine team are using a lot of L grip work. Any giant in L grip is generally worth a D. And of course, when you connect 2 D elements together, you get 0.2 bonus. So that's how they build from their 9.0 start value right up to 10 through bonus points, such as connecting difficult elements together.
Well, another strong routine. They're going to be pretty tough to beat, you can imagine, in this competition. And a really interesting battle between Australia and Ukraine here, because they were so close at World Championships, and this really gives us a good indication as to where we stand right now with just about 2 months to go before the Olympics.
Yes, Ukraine were actually third in the preliminaries at Worlds on the team event, and eventually came fourth, China coming third. So if Australia wants a medal, we definitely have to beat Ukraine.
Well, it's another very strong score. Kwasha a 9.525.
And next on floor from Belarus,
Tatiana Grigorenko. Well, they've really been doing it tough. Let's see if things improve here. There seems to have been a little problem with the music there, but try again.
Arabian double front, but she's landed well short on that. The 0.5 deduction for that mistake, plus the loss of the bonus points. And another double front, but straight to her seat. So she's lost a full point just in falls in the first 2 lines, plus the bonus points that would have gone with those 2 particular elements. Beginning to wonder whether this particular team suffering from a bit of jet lag or something. They had a very long trip out. 1.5 twist punch front.
Well, they certainly don't look as sharp and as well prepared as we've seen in previous internationals.
And definitely not. They looked very good at World Championships last year, and the 2 individuals they sent to the test event earlier on this year looked in good form, so it's hard to know what's happening. Maybe they've just had injuries or setbacks. Double tuck, oh, straight down, so a poor floor routine there from Grigorenko.
Certainly a very tired looking routine right from the outset.
Yes, certainly not on technically. There's the Arabian double front, turns rather early, and the earlier you turn, the less rotation you're going to get. And then it's 1.5 twist punch front, sloppy legs, big step out of it. So once again, the bonus points are probably not being awarded for that.
Well, they look pretty miserable, all of the girls. A 6.8, and it's a disastrous start from the Belarusian team. Now, the pocket rocket, Trudy McIntosh, a finalist at the World Championships on vault last year. So one of our strongest, obviously.
And Trudy opening with her handspring layout front. She's just got a magnificent rotation, and she's one of the few girls in the world who doesn't have to worry about getting it to her feet. Good leg position, completely straight legs, throughout. She's got an unusual hand placement. Her hands turned out. She's always done her handspring front layouts like that, and it's one of those things which are not worth correcting technically. No deduction for it, of course.
Just taking her time, preparing now for the second vault.
And there's the front full, the McIntosh. She's looking really dynamic in her vaulting at this point. Much better than at National Championships, where she was having a little bit of trouble getting onto her feet, but a rotation at the moment's outstanding. The only thing she really needs to tighten up on, I suppose, is her landing, and with a little bit of volume over the next 4 to 6 weeks, I'm sure she'll get that.
Well, she's certainly one of our best hopes for the Olympic Games. She's already made a World Championship final. Can she make an Olympic final as well? 9.674 her score. As we now take a look at Alana Slater, who's competing in the vault for the Aussies, but her score won't be part of the team score.
Yes, they can only nominate 5 gymnasts for consideration on each apparatus, the best 4 scores, of course, counting. Alana is the 6th vaulter for Australia, but she's being allowed to compete today to help her prepare for tomorrow's all-around competition. Traditionally, Alana has had some troubles on this apparatus, so let's see how she goes today. Vaulting a Cuervo, pike, and really very confident. A year ago on this apparatus, I do recall she no-vaulted on that. So better height, little bit of leg separation towards the landing, but she's looking more confident than she ever has before. And she's using a similar hand placement to McIntosh, which is interesting. Now she's going to try the Cuervo. That's the type of vault she's trying. She's going to try it in layout position, and the last time we've really seen her compete a good quality Cuervo was probably at World Championships last year. She's been doing a lot of technical work on this vault. Oh, and that's magnificent. That's the best she's ever vaulted, that particular vault.
Well, she is the hometown hero here in Perth, the local girl, and she started out brilliantly.
Very nice, full stretch position through the air. That's a big breakthrough for Slater. There's that stretch. Has to pike down, of course, to land, but a huge difference in the quality of vaulting for her.
And a 9.366 for Alana Slater. So after the first rotation, Belarus, the team from Belarus has 33.375. They're in 3rd position. Australia is 2nd on 37.664. Trudy McIntosh, our best performer on the vault. And leading the way in the first round, the team from Ukraine, 37.775.